Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to Dawn of War Soulstorm Ultimate Apocalypse again. And I'm just going to move my microphone away before I deafen everyone. Now, this is going to be a post-commentary. I have already played this match. It's about an hour long, so this is going to be a slightly more relaxed video. I'm not going to have to focus on the game and the commentary at the same time. Nevertheless, I'm still of the... Oh, hang on. There is some major desync. Oh no, there isn't. I'm confused. Let's move the mouse. Nope, no desync. Excellent, right. Now, I'm going to have all the modifiers that I had last time. So, I've got rabbit speed and all that sort of stuff.
We're here to serve
And
you,
I've got the ability to view everything. Now, this is a free-for-all, so yes, we are all literally starting right next to each other. Now, the first thing I would like to say in this video, or cover in this video, is the AI for this game. The AI is so inconsistent. It's ridiculous. Particularly with the Necrons, when you compare them to, say, the Chaos Demons. The Necrons, on normal, are probably one of the easiest things ever, as I shall soon prove. Well, just look down here. They've not got out a single military unit because they've been more focused on obviously capturing points and getting obelisks. So they're screwed. These ones are not as bad because obviously they're next to me, who takes a lot longer to get started than Chaos Demons does. But the prime example, which I cannot show you here, is the fact that I played a game with the Necrons the other day, and I am under attack. I must admit, despite the fact he's an Imperial scumbag, I quite like that animation. Anyway, back to the Necrons. Yeah, they are... I was playing a game with them. I was Necrons, my allies were Necrons, and we were against 2 Imperial Guard and 2 Chaos. So it was sort of a 2v2v2. And how do I get rid of that playback thing? I don't know. Apologies for that, I don't know how to get rid of it. Can I, that doesn't help.
Forces of chaos.
Yeah, and my ally did nothing at all. It just sort of, I don't think they even got a summoning core. They literally just had about that, except without the core, obviously. And it was incredibly irritating, because eventually I obviously got overwhelmed by both the Chaos and the Imperial Guard coming at us. I'm quite surprised that the Chaos Demons haven't actually taken out the Necrons yet. I remember people dying quite early in this game. Oh yeah, and because of the way that free-for-all works on this map, obviously our spawn points right next to each other, I can't even upgrade my listening posts without irritating the Inquisition over here. It's safe to say, we certainly expected them. But no matter. Anything interesting going on? I can put on my commentary voice! Yeah! No, it's not. So as you can see, the Necrons are doing absolutely nothing while they get mauled by Furies. Maybe they thought the Builder Scarabs could attack. In fact, I think... How many workers can actually attack? Because I know there's not that many. Or is there? No, I don't think there is that many, is there? There's the Imperial Guard one, which has quite a powerful attack actually, for as far as worker units go. is it a Tech Priest engine seers? Oh yeah, stop turtling up instantly because I'm a massive scumbag. Yeah, and the Eldar one can attack, but I think that's about it. I think that is literally it in terms of attackable or attacking. Archivists can't. The Tortured Slaves can't. Although it's weird because they have 0/0 attack, and these have NA attack, and these have NA attack. So it's weird that these guys have 0/0/0/0. It makes you think that maybe at one point the Tortured Slaves were supposed to attack, though what they'd attack with, I don't know. Maybe that soul thing that they're using there. And that looks relatively sharp. What's going on over here? Ah! The epic battle of Raptors versus Scholars. And it's going relatively well, actually. It's actually going in my favour. It's almost like Chaos Space Marines are superpowered humans or something. Like, you know, super soldiers. As opposed to just these little idiots with swords and robes. I mean, if you're a frontline troop, why would you have robes? I mean, I know they're a religious order, but it seems a bit silly. And because the camera, sometimes things can get a bit wonky in terms of the animations, particularly buildings. Yeah, everyone's actually expanding quite nicely, and those Necrons are still alive. They've actually got some troops though, so I'll give them that much. I think these guys do actually have troops as well. Yeah, they do. They're Jarman Primus or something. I don't know. Talking about the war, this colour schemes. They're probably, is it Rahi or Ray or something like that? I don't know. Not my custom colour schemes, that's for sure. And there's battle on all fronts. Here we have the Necrons going up against the Chaos Demons and getting boned. Here we have the Inquisition going up against the Chaos Space Marines and actually holding their own. And here we have the Necrons sitting around doing nothing. Much like the Dark Eldar over here, who seem to think that Reaver jetbikes are the way to go. Oh, better not zoom in too close to those favoured demonettes, or I'll get taken down because there's a slight... there's not much clothing in the chest area for the demonettes. It's almost like they're demons of Slaanesh or something, who is basically very... I believe he's the demon prince of, like, pleasure or hedonism, or I don't know. I can't quite remember. I don't actually know the Chaos Gods that well. I know Khorne, obviously, because, you know, Blood for the Blood God and all that. Much like I titled the name of the last episode on this. And I know Zeech a bit, mainly because of that comedy series on YouTube, If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Obviously not a lot of that is, well, none of it's really canon, but there are some things that are explained in there that are canon. And I'm not sure why the AI does this sometimes. They just sort of focus all their sights on one specific thing, just run past all your units and defences. So yeah, the Inquisition are getting a bit mauled there. The Necrons aren't having a good time. They're sort of getting sandwiched. And it's not a good sandwich either, like a cheese toasty or something like that. No, this is a mayonnaise sandwich. Blech, I hate mayonnaise. And yet they seem absolutely insistent on putting it in absolutely everything when you buy like sandwiches from Tesco and all that. I don't know why they're so determined to put mayonnaise in everything. Yeah, I think this is where the Necrons died. If you can't tell, I went Khorne on this map, much like the last one, actually. Yeah, 9 minutes in, and we're about to get our first death. Trust me, it'll be a while before we get another one. Boom. They're down, and now the others are like, you know, I know we helped you out with fighting them, but screw you guys. I can't remember what demons, no, what god they went for. I'm kind of hoping it was Slanesh, just to upset Dark Eldar over there. Oh, it might be a little lost morale. I wonder if I actually noticed if I was too busy. Well, I certainly don't seem to be paying attention. Oh, and that's where I noticed the demons, and I was like, oh, lordy. Why did I spawn my Chaos Sorcerer over there? Maybe I was just trying to irritate the Necrons, I don't know. Do I pull this guy out? I don't know. Yeah, I was trying to focus the Ordo Malia's tower because I thought, well, if I can take that down, they're stuffed. What I didn't realise is that they were building one over here, which was really kind of defeated the purpose of me focusing that down. It was then that he realised he'd made a slight technical error. Well, it wasn't really a technical error, was it? It was more of a tactical error. At least they ran away. That's something, I suppose. And yes, I have completely turtled by this point. I have heavy bolted turrets everywhere. Although, just wait, there's more turtling later.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good thing.
And the everlasting struggle between... Oh, what do we have here? Deceiver of Zeech. They went for Zeech. And yet, they have a ton of flesh hounds. Probably not the wisest decision, because Khorne and Zeech hate each other. Mind you, Khorne just tends to hate everyone. I think most of the gods hate Slanesh, I think. I can't remember. I did read some lore on them the other day, but I can't really remember. I know what you're thinking. Reading lore on the Chaos Gods, that's blasphemy. Oh dear. Tell me, Imperial individual, why are you such a sheep? Every time I see an Imperial person from now on, I shall go, bah! Look, over there! Sheep! And I think you get my point. I don't get the... Well, I kind of get the Imperials. The thing is, everyone seems to think that the Imperium are the good guys in this. They're not. There are no good guys. I say everyone, I don't mean like every single person. I mean a lot of the people who are fairly new to Warhammer. But yeah, the Imperium are not the good guys. Like, they are just as evil as, like, I don't know, Chaos sometimes. The Eldar aren't really evil when you technically look at it. And this is where I realised they were going for Zeech, because the whole battlefield went blue.
We are under attack.
But yeah, yeah, the Imperium, they will hunt down anyone that does not believe in their specific creed, and will kill them. Can you think of any real world comparisons to that? I can think of a few. I think I went on this rant on Twitter the other day, actually. And that's why if I was actually in the world of Warhammer 40,000, I would just find a planet and hide under a rock, because quite frankly, there are no good options. If I joined Chaos, I would eventually become a puppet of one of the various Chaos gods, or Chaos Undivided. If you really, I think most of the Chaos Space Marines are under the Chaos Undivided scheme, because if I remember correctly, well, the main group of Chaos Space Marines is the Black Legion under Abaddon the Spoiler, and yeah, he worships Chaos Undivided. Yeah,
We are taking fire.
that's the other Necrons basically dead because they had no army. They just do not tech up fast enough. The AI. I mean, if the Necrons get going, they really get going. If they start getting their monoliths out, you're basically scuppered. Particularly if you're on Titan Wars. If you're on Titan Wars and the Necrons start building Doomsday monoliths, you might as well just say goodbye to your base, your army,
We are under attack.
and your
The gods
computer,
favor
probably.
us. The gods favor us.
I love watching replays back because I get to see so much I didn't see before. Like, I didn't know that these guys were being harassed constantly by
Where is our support?
the demons. I mean, I knew by the fact that I wasn't being attacked that something must be up.
The gods favor us.
But if I remember correctly, I did actually destroy the Dark Eldar myself. I thought. I can't remember. There we go. Necrons are gone completely. Ah, the demons are running. The advantage of the the advantage of the Dark Eldar is that at the end of the day, they can, if they're against demons, they can just use their morale breaker thing, Screams of the Damned, and wipe out their infantry basically instantly. However, when you're fighting someone like, oh, I don't know, late game Chaos that has no morale at all, or the Necrons that have no morale at all, Screams of the Damned is absolutely pointless. I must admit, Tzeentch is probably my favourite Chaos god. I don't know why, I just find him to be the superior choice. I mean, Khorne, yeah, he's got strength and all that, but that's basically all he's got going for him. Tzeentch is a bit less brain dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, Khorne can be smart if it's to do with battle tactics. Tzeentch is more of a magic-y, researchy think tank. So those are the sorts of people that obviously worship him. And you got Nurgle that you just can't kill their units at all. What's going on over here? Ah, we're fighting some Grey Knights. Yes, when the Inquisition start getting their Grey Knights out, well, they start becoming quite scary. Later down the line, unless of course they're completely outnumbered. Though I will say, harkening back to my rant about AI earlier, particularly the Necrons, Chaos Demons, their AI is ridiculous. I mean, look at how many HQs they built. And you will see later that this really starts to irritate me. I'll probably fast forward past it. I'll change the speed slightly. But they are so annoying. Ah, my arm. Oh, I don't know why my arm is so sore today. I must have twisted it or something during the night, because it's been sore all day. Oh. Ah, yeah. So yeah, you'll have to forgive the fact that I'm more concerned about what's going on with the other people, because obviously I haven't seen that sort of viewpoint. I can't tell if that's gone invisible, or if they've actually destroyed it. It seems to be glitched slightly. Yeah, I think the Dark Eldar, we can probably say goodbye to them, surely. And then they use Screams of the Damned, and the demons actually didn't suffer from it. Ah, they've got... I think the greater demons, do they... I know there's something that will basically produce an aura that means that you can't really suffer the effects as badly of morale and stuff like that with demons. Unless they've been researching. They could also have been researching. Slightly nude thing, whatever we're gonna do. Oh, yeah. Gonna completely ignore it and just move on. Huh. No, I would have expected the Inquisition to have a bit more than that. They've got a few stormtroopers and a few flame-based chimeras and razorbacks. Okay then, what am I actually doing at this point? Ah, I'm attacking. With about 5 predators. Where's the rest of my army? Why are you sitting over there? What am I actually focusing on at this point? Can you see the...
Where is the blood I was promised?
I'm kind of focusing on controlling these 5. But there's so many other units here. I could bring them over. I could completely wreck this now. Because they are focused over here, getting slaughtered by the Chaos Demons. Why am I so bad at this game?
We will have our revenge.
I'll tell you another thing. This Hellspawn, which is actually the Hellspawn that Gabriel Angelos unleashed in the first game, is the most annoying thing ever when you're fighting against Chaos Demons.
The weak fight back.
How did they see me? I do not understand that. And I guess because it's the AI, it can basically do whatever it wants. God, I'm shattered. Yeah, the old Dark Eldar are gone. And now this lot are starting to come back because they've realised, there's 5 Chaos Predators pushing onto our base. We can probably fight that. I must admit, as much as I hate the Imperium, I love the Dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts look absolutely great. Ooh, I used my HQ ability. Oh, I got Demon Prince. When did I do that? I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to my stuff, obviously. Here come the demons. And they've got a great Demon Prince. Now, no, compare the stats. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Look at that health. Look at that health. It's a bit odd, isn't it? The Great Demon Prince is actually stronger. Except the health. The health is less. Why does he have less health? Well, I'll tell you. Because they have not upgraded it. Really, they could have actually upgraded his health. Commander health. Oh my word, I am about to get absolutely murked, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to come out of this one on the winning end. think that's kind of obvious from the fact that most of my troops have just melted. Jesus. It's like a massive three-way battle that is not going well for me at all. That's probably because it is. My Demon Prince is getting absolutely slaughtered. Although, so's theirs, so that's something. What if there's a sync kill? No, there isn't. It would be quite cool if there was a sync kill for a Demon Prince killing another Demon Prince. I don't know who's in the middle there, but... Oh, there's just some normal Chaos Space Marines. They actually did quite well to survive that. Chaos Predators. At this point, I'm just basically trying to take down as many as possible. Oh, zoom out, the nudist is coming. And all the meantime, we're getting bombarded by this annoying thing, which doesn't have that much health actually when you come to think about it, but it does do a lot of damage. Ugh. Nope, forgotten how to use. Forgotten how to control the camera. How do I control the camera? So, there we go. There we go. Nope. I'm always concerned about getting that very irritating demon in frame. That's my bloodthirster. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, because I'm always concerned that I'm going to fall foul of YouTube's nudity policy just because of something in a video game. Although, I think, isn't The Witcher and things like that allowed on YouTube? I don't know. I don't actually know. It's all... Yeah, I'm starting getting obliterators now. God, you are ugly. Look at them. I'm not talking about the texture work, I'm talking about their actual face. It is the ugliest thing ever. But then I suppose they are, you know, actual, you know, demonically possessed. How are... Is that... Are they Terminators that have been... sort of given demonic parts? I don't know, because you can get Chaos Terminators. Well, I can't show you, but you can get Chaos Terminators. You can get Chaos Terminators of Khorne and of well, just normal Chaos Terminators. But I never really buy them. I just go straight for obliterators or mutilators, depending on who I'm fighting. Though most of the time it's going to be the obliterators. They're just more versatile than the mutilators. The mutilators are great when you're fighting melee, like say Chaos Demons. I do get some later, by the way. But yeah. Unfortunately for the Chaos Demons, they're now fighting the Inquisition, which is made solely for the purpose of, you know, combating demons. I think, well, I don't think it's for the sole purpose. It's for the sole purpose of defeating chaos. That's the purpose of the Inquisition, or the... was it the Ordo Malleus? What's the Ordo Hereticus? I can't remember. Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't really follow the lore, again, the War of 40k quite that spectacularly closely. I think the most lore I know is, again, from that comedy series, and I've been doing a lot of reading up on the old Necrons of late. I don't know why. I mean, also, when you think about it, Warhammer 40k shares a lot of things in common with Warhammer Fantasy. Now that would kind of make sense because they're basically just one's a futuristic version of the other. But Games Workshop have never actually confirmed any sort of connection between the two. Like, is this the future of Warhammer Fantasy? They're saying no. I'm saying that even if they say no, I would quite like it to actually be true. I mean, let's face it. A lot of the stuff in Warhammer 40k is very similar to Warhammer Fantasy. I mean, look at the Tomb Kings. The Tomb Kings are basically Necrons, or the Necrons are basically Tomb Kings.
This is the last time.
It's probably a better way of putting it. I'm not actually sure which came first. Was Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40,000? It might have been Fantasy, actually. But yeah, the Tomb Kings are the Necrons. Vampire Counts I don't think have an actual match. Chaos is kind of obvious. The Empire is basically the Imperium. Obviously the Imperium is split into different factions, but it's all sort of the Empire-y sort of stuff. Chaos Demons, again, kind of obvious. Well, I suppose Chaos could also... Chaos Demons could probably be the Beastmen. Technically. The Eldar are obviously going to be the various elves. Particularly the High Elves. The Dark Eldar, the Druki. Heck, I think in the actual lore on the Dark Eldar, they're called the Drukari. So, yeah, they're basically the same thing.
We are taking fire.
I know they say it's not related. Well, I seem to remember them saying it's not related, but I like to think that it is.
We are taking fire. This is the last time.
I seem to be just running my gauntlet. I think maybe I'm trying to get them killed so I can free up the population. I don't know. Just ambushing, shall we say, the Soul Grinder. Soul Grinders are so damn tanky. I mean, look, they're basically as tanky as my Brass Scorpions, and my Brass Scorpions are relic units. This is not. It's a demon engine. It does not take... Well, the demons work a bit differently, because obviously they don't use relic points as such, as you'll find out in the next video when I play them. Ooh, they've got a greater Brass Scorpion. Now that is a proper relic unit, and is more powerful than, well, my ones, obviously, because that's a greater, and these are just normal ones, just minor.
We are under attack.
Oh, behold the thing that's going to annoy me the most in this video, the Helldrake. Well, aside from the Hellspawn and the variety of HQs that they managed to sort of acquire. There we go, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Unless I've missed one. I don't know. This is something else that kind of sets the AI as not particularly sensible. It is getting mashed from basically every side by heavy bolter fire and las fire, which normally would not really make a little change. Sets wouldn't really care, but he was more preoccupied attacking the wall. Here we are, I'm pushing through the centre. Can I get that Hellspawn? No, I can't, because it just teleported over there. And yeah, I just left my Chaos Lord there to tank the Helldrake. Just temporarily. Because the Helldrake does area of effect damage. So best have him targeting one individual. Then sort of split off from the group. That way he does less damage. And here we see, once again, I'm basically turtling. What I've not done is build walls all the way down here. yet. Maybe I do that later. I think at this point I'm just basically trying to take out their production. I think I keep getting sidetracked. No, I am actually wandering over. Yeah, but they've now started to come back. Because, obviously, they thought, oh, my base is in danger, I should probably go deal with that. There you go. They mutilators. Or, well, they kind of just stood there for a while. Whatever. Don't care. Here come the demons, and they're slightly upset. I have, in the meantime, built a gauge of the dark mechanical, by the way, to get a Titan now.
Even a warped mind can see the odds.
Yeah, this is what Helldrakes are good at. Absolutely wrecking large swarms of enemies. They're also good at absorbing damage, because they do not care what you throw at it, it will not be damaged. Or will barely be damaged anyway. And look, I barely did 1,000 damage to this thing. And I had a load of obliterators firing at it. In the meantime, the Inquisition has decided to try and deal with the Chaos forces near their main base, and then they realised that probably wasn't a good idea. Because the Chaos player has been a massive noob and has turtled. In the meantime, my autocannon is doing a lot of damage to that Helldrake. Finally. I did actually manage to survive the main onslaught, which is fairly good. Suicidal charge over here. That clearly went well for you. God, he tanked 3 Chaos Shrines. That's pretty good. Chaos Shrines, I think, are probably one of the most damaging structures in the game. Love how I'm only getting 2nd HQ now. Also, all my power structures are red. I should have removed those and built new ones. But, because I've put them so close to my surrounding structures, I would have to build all of this again, because they would have blown it all up. Love how they've sort of cut their HQ off from getting support, thanks to the fact that they've just sort of locked all these guys in here. They're too fat to come out. At least I got rid of the altar thing before it fired any super weapons. Not that they could fire super weapons, because I've disabled AI super weapons. I think it's worth noting that I didn't actually use one super weapon in this. I think all I did was use like one Titan and that was it. That was the only thing that really kept me alive. Yeah. This didn't go well for me. I think I just sort of resigned this lot to die and just started training a lot more. Yeah, I did. More obliterators. Got my demon prince. I should probably train a Chaos Lord, but I seem a bit preoccupied. What are they doing? I think I was going to find where their next HQ was. Why is that still there? They died ages ago. That should not be there. I think that's a bug. I love how I've still not dealt with that little pocket of Inquisition though. Clearly I've got better things to do. Yeah, I found their HQ and I was like, okay, just fire everything you got at it. Ah. What on earth was that? Get rid of all these. I then decided, you know what? Just summon in everything over there. Why not? Sad thing is you can't actually teleport demon prince over there. What I should have done is teleported my sorcerer over there and then ascended to demonhood. Yeah, you can see I was just trying to find where all the demons were at. In the meantime, the Inquisition kind of said, "We're not having no demons over here!" And for the Emperor and all of that silly stuff that the Inquisition keeps screaming about.
We are under attack.
Oh yeah, I did find that one though. Although I'm not quite sure why I decided that 2 obliterate squads would be enough to take it out. Oh, there's an attack coming down here. I don't remember this, funnily enough. Maybe I upset them. Maybe I upset them enough so they actually drew.
Meeting resistance.
No kidding. We are meeting resistance. Yeah, if they'd have just. God, I never realised how close my base was to getting destroyed. See, I didn't actually react to this. But they withdrew because, well, I was sort of wrecking their base. I did not realise that. I suppose I should be kind of thankful that I was being so aggressive in their base. Teleport away. The best way to deal with the Greater Brass Scorpion: kill it and then teleport away. In the meantime, I killed that warp gate. Yep, they started building another one over there. At this point, I didn't actually know where their lost souls were. I finally got my lord back. That's a start, I suppose. Not that I actually avoid him by this point. Oh well. So yeah, they do actually only have 2 gates left. So I could quite easily have gone over there and destroyed that one, and gone over there and destroyed that one at the same time. Unfortunately, I was sort of pushed away by that Helldrake. In the meantime, the Inquisition decided to once again try and take on the turtled Chaos Playa. They later decided that they had royally messed up. However, no matter. It's not like I've got 3 Chaos Laborators on them. I don't know why I went with 3 Chaos Laborators, I just decided to. In the meantime, Helldrake, this one I did notice. Helldrake decided to go for my base. And as you can see, it's causing some damage.
We are taking fire.
No matter. I hope you can't hear that in the background. My father is shouting upstairs at my brother for something or other. I don't quite know what. Probably asking a question.
We are taking fire.
Hopefully he doesn't start shouting for me, because then I've wasted about 40 minutes recording when... well, because OBS doesn't really have a pause recording button. Might just have to...
We are taking fire.
come up with something quickly, like, say, ignoring. No matter. Oh, that was a very aggressive move by me there. That was not smart. Although I did take out the Keeper of Secrets. And then got a Warp Storm called on my head. Did I lose this obliterator squad though? No, I didn't. That's surprising. I did just leave him in the warp storm though, that was probably not a wise decision. Meanwhile, the Inquisition is just sort of standing there. They keep trying to move the troops down to this point here, because that's probably their most forward position. But, well, forward position in comparison to me. Chaos Demons are still fairly low on buildings though. This basically makes... Ooh, they've got another warp gate. What a shock. I think it was at this point I decided, yeah, I've had enough of this. Just gonna go over here, wreck your point, and then call it a day. Still building more obliterators, still sticking to that single-minded strategy of just spamming obliterators, because why not? I mean, they're the most powerful unit that Chaos have in terms of infantry. I mean, technically, yes, they're monsters, but they are still, in my mind, infantry. No matter. You're losing a strategic point to an enemy. Am I now? Ah, I lost a strategic point. It's not like I can really save it, because, you know, obliterators in Chaos Sword, especially when he's in Terminator armor, are not the quickest. Why are the Inquisition so obsessed with just using Stormtroopers and Grenadiers? I'm fairly certain I just saw that Grenadier was spelt wrong. I might have to confirm this. Where is it? Maintenance servitors. Chaos Demons are pushing through the center again. It's not like that word will last 16 times. Have I started building my Titan yet? Hurry up and build a Titan. My word. I mean, I've got the resources. I can get myself the Reaver. Oh, technically I think it's called the Ravager Titan for the Chaos, but it is actually an Imperial Reaver Titan. Demon Prince is having none of that. Nope. Screw you! I do love the sync kills in this game.
In his name.
Forces of chaos.
Oh, oh, am I getting myself a bloodthirster? I think I might be. Am I actually training a decent force? I might not be. Hang on, where did those raptors come from? Have they been sitting there the whole time? They've just been hiding in the trees. I think you'll find they probably have been sitting there the whole time. Great Demon Prince. Still deciding he does not like the look of that building. See, really, the Greater Demon Prince is just an architect. He just redesigns the battlefield. With blood, skulls, and various giblets. I'm getting cultists. I'm getting cultists in the late game. There is a very specific reason for that, and I shall tell you why. It's worship. You one-shot turret, or two-shot turret. Wow. The Great Demon Prince is ridiculous. Oh yeah, they decided to send a Greatest Brass Scorpion into my base, and that went about as well as you could expect. Although they did manage to kill off most of my cultists. There it is. Wait, what?
Sanity
Oh! How did he... Oh, I built one over there! Okay. I'm presuming I didn't trust it to be able to get out my base.
We are taking fire.
Yeah, so it's a Ravager type. And I'm sending it in on its own. That is an interesting strategy. I probably wanted it to try and take out that Helldrake, or at least see how much damage it did to it. And yeah, not even the Ravager Titan does a lot of damage to this accursed flying metal dragon thing. In fact, the Ravager Titan is losing. At least in terms of damage output, anyway. And then here come the Obliterators. I'm not entirely sure who's in there. I'm guessing it's probably my Khorne champion. There's the Demon Prince of Siege. Say hello to the Demon Prince of Siege. Say goodbye to the Demon Prince of Siege. I do. And down grows the hell thing. Hell. What's it called? I can't. Hellspawn. And the Maledictum as well, so we're not going to have to deal with him for quite some time now. Thankfully. Because that thing is very, very annoying.
It was a momentary madness.
So yeah, while I'm pushing up through the middle, they were clearly busy. The Inquisition. They managed to take out that base there. Wallop. This Demon Prince cares not about minefields. Restructuring complete. God, that Helldrake is irritating. I wonder if I noticed them. Well, I just summoned a Bloodthirst. Oh, I did notice them. Good. It could just be because I was on attack move. I don't know. Yeah, so Chaos Demons, pretty strong. Almost overly strong. If you don't know the best tactics for dealing with them anyway, like I don't. I honestly do not know how to fight the Chaos Demons. As far as I'm concerned, the only way to win is to have higher tech units than them. And quite often, that is not actually possible because they take up faster than you do. When you're a player, anyway. Ah, yes. Now it is time for the March of the Obliterators, the Ravager Titan, and 3 Chaos Land Raiders, as well as my relic units. Basically, it's the March of the relic units. And some monsters. The Helldrake makes its final stand. Can it survive against the onslaught of Chaos Space Marine units? No, it can't. It goes down finally to a hail of Lasfire. Is it Lasfire? I don't know. I can't remember. Some sort of lasery doomstick. It was at this point the Chaos Demons decided they didn't really like the fact that I was wrecking all their stuff, and they came in to try and stop me. Unfortunately, this also went about as well as you would expect. Quite well, actually. For me, because it meant I got rid of all their units. Meanwhile, my Titan is just in the middle there, not really caring about the dangerous onslaught that is coming their way. I thought for a moment, if I remember correctly, I think I thought that was my Demon Prince. I hadn't actually realised he died. Teleport away, teleport away, teleport away, teleport away, teleport away. No, don't stand there tanking the damage. Teleport away. Never mind then. I think I just used the blood pulse ability that Bloodthirster has to try and heal it a bit. It didn't really work as well as I would expect. Probably because I had no... The Chaos Demons didn't really have any infantry around. Again, no sync kill for the Demon Prince versus the Bloodthirster. From what I can tell. And that is one tanky Demon Prince. I don't know how much armor he has, but it is a lot. Herald of Zeech, on the other hand, does not have said amount of tankiness, nor does the Lord of Change. Because, let's face it, the Lord of Change is basically just Horus with a stick. And wings. Which, technically Horus was represented by an eagle? No. Not an eagle. What kind of eagle? He was eagle-headed. Was he? I don't know. I can't remember my Egyptian gods. This is embarrassing. The weak fight back! With a load of freaking concrete. And yes, I know it's not actually concrete, but, you know, I can't actually remember the name of the materials that they use in these things. I mean, I don't even know what bolters are made out of. I assume it's some sort of metal. They'll probably give it some sort of fancy name. Bodyguards are trying their hardest, but there's 4 of them, so you know. I still not seen those grenadiers yet. I will confirm that they are spelled correctly when I see them. I think I decided to go with some more vehicles, because I hadn't actually built that many since the Predators. So I went for some Defilers and some Death Wheels, because why not? In the meantime, they were still trying to kill these Soul Grinders. And another Hell Drake! You, sir! You! And you get the idea with that. Hey, Ravager Titan. Anytime you want to come over and help, that'd be fine. That'd be great. Oh no, he is starting to move. And he is starting to fire. About time. Land Raiders, do you want to come in? Or are you just going to stand there for all eternity? You know, it's really annoying looking back. Because I realised so many mistakes. Lightning Claws versus Statue Demon Lord. Clearly, the Chaos Lord Terminator armor is insufficient, particularly when his opponent ascends into a British Demon Prince. That did not work. Oh, I got one of the Land Raiders involved. Now I just need to get the others. I think, unfortunately, I've lost most of my units. Yeah, I have. The Inquisition aren't really doing much of note. They can't even be bothered to build a minefield.
The weak fight back.
What on earth that green flashing thing? I'm guessing that's some sort of maybe power light or something. I think I was trying desperately to destroy that, thinking it was their last one. But no, they've rebuilt another one. Because they're evil like that. And I was like, oh, that wasn't the last one. Great Demon Prince will die. He will die a very horrible death. Or not, because I didn't actually capitalise on the fact I could have killed him. No matter.
Landraider, awaiting your command.
Bodyguards, Conjurers, bodyguards. Oh, they've got an Ordo Melius Supreme Lord. They've actually done something. They've got a slightly more elite unit than normal. Yeah, at this point it's just basically me trying to find where the last I decided to check over here just in case, and yep, sure enough, there is the goddamn warp gates. Although I did decide to take down that Nightmare Gateway just to make sure they couldn't get any more Helldrakes. And the slow march begins. Dun dun dun. And there we go. Oh. That went very well for you. I can't remember the name of the Greater Demon of Siege now. This is going very well, isn't it? I've suddenly remembered the Chaos Icon mirrors exist. It's only taken me an hour and 2 minutes. Don't worry, it's fine. You'd think a Titan would do more damage to something like a Helldrake. I don't know what anti-Titan things I really have as Chaos. I mean, I know these. Is these? No, it's not those. Okay, I just don't know what's good versus Titans for Chaos. They've got to have something. They've got to. Especially against flying Titans. Yeah, finally. Now, after about 25 minutes of chasing, I'm finally about to beat the demons. And I just sort of sat there. There we go. Actually, can you... no, you can't right-click to... I thought maybe you'd be able to right-click to change the speed back one. Apparently you have to just keep clicking and cycling through it. And then he got really irritated because they built another one. Where, you may ask? Over there. Needless to say, I had sort of cottoned on to their strategy, so I just sent my death wheels over. Whee! Boo boo boo. And some hell talents, apparently. It was then we all breathed a sigh of relief, as the Chaos Demons had finally bitten the dust, after God knows how long of chasing them around and around and around. It's like Ring a Ring of Roses, except with demons. I'm still using my raptors, which have just been mostly sat over there for most of the day. But, well. And now it's finally time to eliminate the Inquisition once and for all. Of course, now the demons are dead, they've decided to start actually being competent and get, you know, Terminators and Predators and stuff like that. And Vulture gunships, which are basically useless. The pathing on the Vultures and basically any other air unit in this game is so wonky. The engine really was not made for air units. Because they're just... I mean, look at it. Because it was technically on like a sort of halfway between here and here. As you can see, there's a bit of a slope there. So it was sort of on its side. Normal air units would not care that there's a slope there. This advantage of having a late game Chaos army is that it's so immovable. So immovable. By the time you actually get somewhere, people have already packed up and left. So I think we'll speed this up a bit. We are under attack! Yes, I know we are under attack, because we're doing the attacking! You absolute donut. Right, that's a bit more like it. Oh, I do like the smell of burnt Imperium in the morning. Or crushed Imperium, technically. But those demonic flames really properly burn someone. As in, if you cooked something on a campfire of cursed flames, would it be edible? I don't know. It would probably infect you with the taint of chaos. Turn you into, like a, I don't know, like a fury or something. No, Defiler! You have served me well, but you are now down. And my champion of Khorne turns up to turn into a bloodthirster. Yeah, the reason that they did not make a Titan, by the way, is because I turned off Titans for the AI. Some think that Chaos Demons is not affected by, hence the fact they were able to get Helldrakes. Because yeah, they apparently do not care about the rules. I mean, come on, they're Chaos Demons. What do you expect? I swear I got 2. I did. I decided for extra overkill to get a second Ravage Titan. And also, as much as I hate the Imperium, as I was mentioning earlier, the Whirlwind Hyperios. I love those units. But then, I probably decided, oh, you've got multiple fire rocket launchers? Well, look at my multiple fire rocket launchers. No, it's looking fairly poor for you guys, I'm afraid. So much so that I teleport directly into their base through the side. I'm just like, you know what? I don't care about your geographical borders. I am going to just jump over that cliff and absolutely murder you. I also clearly forgot to bring the next Titan in. We just forget that. I love that skill. He's just like, right, I'm gonna slam my axe down on you, thunk. Boy, get off my axe! Starts flailing it around. Stop targeting the walls. My word. I love how they're not actually concerned about their base, they're just off to capture strategic points and stuff. Oh no, I did bring my other Titan in. Unfortunately for them, it is far too little too late. As Chaos now reigns supreme. It had a bit of infighting to start with the, the whole demons versus chaos thing, but they are dead. After 1 hour and 11 minutes, that is a goddamn long battle. Will it actually let me see the score screen? Yes, it will. Excellent. And as you can see, I did not get the best score. Why? Because I just sat in my base for most of the time. No matter. Chaos Demons were clearly the biggest threat, and I'd say they are in any game. Chaos Demons and the Sisters of Battle are probably some of the most overpowered things at the moment. The reason I say Sisters of Battle is because of the Seraphim ability in the early game. In the late game, they sort of taper off. But in the early game, that Seraphim ability that lets them scoot around at super high speeds, not suffer morale penalties, and do extra damage is ridiculous. Also, the Chaos Demon's AI is clearly superior. That's where the overpoweredness comes in. But to be fair, the Scissors of Battle faction is not actually yet finished, as is evidenced by the fact that they are a work in progress according to the main structure, their HQ building. It says work in progress. Chaos Demons. Yep, I definitely think that the AI in this game needs some work. Just even like basic work with the Necrons. It needs to work. That's the problem. The Necrons just take far, 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 far too long to get started when it's an AI. When it's a normal player like myself, it's not as bad. Although obviously I play it with mutators and stuff like that. I know they're not called mutators, but that's what I'm calling them now. I've been playing too much Unreal Tournament. I think that's what the main issue with this mod actually is the AI. But other than that, I have no problems at all, because it's meant to be fun. Games are meant to be fun. They're meant to be played by individuals who wish to play them. And if you do not like them, you can ignore it. That's not aimed at anyone in particular, by the way. Of course it is. Right, in the meantime, a phrase that I have said probably about 16,000 times in this entire video, I am actually going to go and get a drink, because I've run out of drink and my throat is getting extremely raw from all the talking into a microphone. I'm basically talking to myself for an hour, that's all I've really done. My neighbours and my brother probably think I am absolutely balmy. But no, I'm just talking to my computer. Although, funny enough, that's probably what's going to end up happening in the future. We're just going to talk to computers. They're coming. I'm telling you, they are coming. Ugh, enough conspiracy theories. It's all... At least that one's slightly more grounded in reality. But anyway, I'm off now, so when we come back, I shall be playing the Chaos Demons. A race which, quite frankly, I do enjoy. And they're not as powerful when I play them, because I'm useless at this game. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I have been Caldaris, and until next time, goodbye.